Hi, if you are an established businessman or a startup, want to get your business online to reach that broader audience and not able to decide whether you should go for web application or mobile application, then please watch this video till end. This will definitely help you to make a proper decision. This is Smriti Ranjan Sahu, having more than 15 years of experience into IT consultation. Welcome to my channel SRS as Techie. So here is the agenda for this video. First is introduction to the session. What are web or mobile application? How they work? Benefits of web and mobile application to your business, and features comparison, then conclusion. Introduction. We will make a detailed comparison among web or mobile application and should be able to decide whether we should go for web or mobile application from this comparison. So let's begin. What is web application? An application program. So a web application is an application program stored on the web server and loaded through a browser. I think we all know what is a web browser. Web browser is a program in your computer or in your mobile where there is an address bar on the top where we enter the web address. It makes a request to the web server and loads that web application into our browser. Like we can see in this video particularly, we are typing www.google.com. It makes a request to the server and gets the Google loading page over here. Then let's see what are the examples. Web mails, as we are using like Gmails or Outlook, or any e-commerce applications like Flipkart or Amazon we are using by loading into the browser, right? So those are examples of web application. Next is, what is mobile application? Again, mobile application is also an application program, but this needs to be installed on your mobile or smartphones. It is not only mobiles, but you can use any of the smaller devices like tablets, smartphones, etc. So need to be installed. So this one, as we know, web application will be loaded on the browser, but this application needs to be installed first and then you can use it. So there are many types of mobile applications like native app, web app, or hybrid app. What are those? Native app is something where it is built for specific devices. Like for Android, it will be Android application. For iOS, for Apple devices, it will be different. So it is dependent on the devices. Then second one is web app. So web app is something which will load in the browser, mobile browser. So these, what is the difference between web application and web app? Web application is designed for bigger screens, whereas web app is designed for smaller screens like mobiles or tablets. Then the third one is hybrid app. What is hybrid app? hybrid app is mixture of both native and web app. In hybrid app, there will be one native API through which the application will be able to access the native features like your camera, your Bluetooth, or any of the native features of the devices can be accessed through native API. That is called as hybrid app. So you can get both the uh, advantages of native and web app over there, whereas the web part of the application will be loaded inside the web view in the hybrid app. So some examples are of mobile app is WhatsApp and gaming apps. Now let's see how web and mobile application works. So in case of mobile application, it follows a client server approach where client like your laptop or desktop through a browser, you are making a request to the web server. The application actually resides in web server. So when any request made for the application, it gets prepared and a response is sent to the client. So response is the HTML page which we see in the browser loaded. So we must have the browser in our device through which we should make the request to get the response and see the page. No installation required for any software for this, because browser comes up with the operating system itself for any devices, and the application resides on the web server and we get in response from there. Then we'll see how mobile application works. So in case of mobile application, we already know like there are three types of mobile application. One is native, then web and hybrid. In case of native app, the application loaded from the operating system memory, and it will have all kind of device features available to it like your camera, your Bluetooth, everything it can access and you can use from the application. And in case of web application, as we know, it will get loaded from the web browser. By making request to the web server, we can see the response. But here there will be no access to any device features or very limited access, and this will be particularly designed for the small screens, this web application or web app, right? Then here comes the hybrid application where it is the mixture of both native and web. How we can see here, like here we'll have one native wrapper which will work in between your app and the operating system, and it will have one web view within which the mobile app get loaded, and the native UI view will be there where all the native features can be accessed or native hardwares can be accessed through the native wrapper. So native wrapper is something through which we can access all the native features like your camera or Bluetooth and other features can be accessed in a hybrid app. And if there are few external data stored or external system we need to access, then we can follow the same client and server approach where we make the request to the server and we get the things to either in web app it can be a page, or in mobile app it can be some of the responses which can be shown as the data, right? Then next we will see what are the benefits these applications can bring to your business. So first we'll see what are the benefits of web applications. Web applications can be used by multiple users for same version of the application, which is not possible in case of mobile application. Then second feature is it does not require any kind of installation, because the web browser comes with the web browser comes default with the operating system. You don't need any installation for it. Then device independent. So web applications are device independent. Any device this application can be accessed through web browser, and any web browser can load this application. Then coming to benefits of mobile application. Yeah, as we know, like it is very convenient because mobile application will be very small in size. We can have in our pockets, we can take it to anywhere. So convenience is the first thing we get here. Then personalization is like we can customize the mobile app as per the customer's need, and we can give them personalized experience through our mobile app, which is not possible in web app. Okay. Then offline access. Again, offline access, as we know, in case of mobile application, the application resides on the web server. So we definitely need an internet connection to hit the web server and get the response. But in case of mobile app, few of the mobile apps like gamings and other kind of native apps where we don't need any kind of server request response, and offline we can access these kind of applications. And yeah, push notification, which is a very good feature in mobile application. We all know, like when if we are using a smartphone, we always get the push notification, and we can scroll from the top and we can see what are the messages or emails, everything we can see in the push notification. When we click them, we directly go to that application and see the detailed information about it. Yeah, so here this is the main part of our video, because here we'll be comparing in detail the main 8 features of mobile and web application, and we'll be able to decide whether we should go for mobile or web application for our business. So I'll suggest here, like we can note down, like when we'll be comparing one by one all the features, right? So we can give point to either web or mobile application, and at the end we'll get the higher point will be our choice of application to be built, right? So let's start. So first is target audience. Target audience, check if your audience are diverse and uses multiple different devices. So let's say you're in your audience, few are preferring to use desktops, few have their convenience in mobile devices. Then there are mix of audiences where they use different kind of devices. So in that case, because we know, like the web application is device independent, so our preference should be to web application. So here the web application gets the first point. The next is functionality and features. So if we'll see, like if the functionality of our application will be very complex and it is very difficult to fit into smaller screens, then we have to definitely prefer web applications, which is loaded into bigger screens or desktops, where most of the cases admin functionalities implemented into web applications. So here web application takes the point again. Then we'll go to cost effectiveness. So cost effectiveness, you will see which one will take less cost to develop. Again, web application is the one which takes very less cost to develop, because in mobile application we got to know like it is device dependent. So each of the devices you will have separate source codes. Yeah, although nowadays we have few technologies or platforms came up like Flutter or React Native, where we can develop applications, cross-platform application, which will work in both the cases, like whether it is Android or iOS. Still here again web application will have lower cost anyhow, so it will take the point. Then development time. Yeah, if we need to get into the market faster, we need a very less development time to get into the market, then yes, because we will have single source of code, and it will take very less time to build an application. In case of web application, it will be faster to get into the market. User experience. In this case, because in case of web application, we make request to the web server, and the web server responds with the page we want, and it gets loaded into the browser. So here there is a to and fro to the server to get the response and then loading into our browser, right? So but that is what not happens in case of native apps. It will not have much to and fro to the server or those kind of stuff. So it will have very good user experience, where we get the application run very fast, and it will have much good user experience than web application, definitely. So here the mobile application gets the point. Then updates and maintenance. Yeah, so in case of mobile application, we need to go through an approval process, where once our application is ready, we we deploy it to the app store. There it needs few days to get approved, and then only there will be several checks to get it approved, and then it will be available to the store, and your customer or your user can be able to view or download from there and install it, right? But in case of web application, it will be very fast, because as soon as you update the server with the new changes, updates, or you want to do any kind of maintenance, you can do it, and it will directly reflect in the application. So in this point is towards web application. Then offline access. Yeah, so here offline access only possible in case of mobile application, because web application needs to hit web server to get the application loaded. So here the point goes to mobile application. Speed to the market. Yeah, this one I have already discussed within these previous feature comparisons, and web application is the one where speed to the market is faster because it is less cost. Oh, and the changes we make is available directly onto the web server, so it is live update which will reflect immediately, whereas in case of application it needs approval process to complete before the application gets available in the app store. So yeah, so web application will be faster to get into the market. So it is suggested, like, if you want to uh, get into the market faster, then go for web application first, and as per the user needs you can go for mobile app if required. Yeah, this is what is an approach nowadays many of the businesses are following, where they go for hybrid approach, not mobile, not web, but it is a combination of mobile and web both. So here we can see there is a client and server approach, but there is a medial API layer. So whatever request we make to the server, to the web server, it will be passed through this middle API layer. So the clients, like whether it is mobile, whether it is tablet or laptop, okay. So for mobiles, all native features will work within the device, but when for most of the businesses to work across globe, they need to store some data, they need to process customer data or order data, so there will be different kind of data we have to store, right? So in to run a business we need web servers to be accessed, where web server connects with some kind of database to store or retrieve those data or aggregate those data to get you some meaningful information. So here what will happen, the clients like laptop, mobile or tablets, they will make request to the middle API layer. API layer is somewhere you will get the endpoints exposed for various operations, uh, for any business or any kind of functionalities, right? So those endpoints will be hit from the client side, and the middle API layer will make the request to the web server, get the response and serve these clients. So I think now you are pretty much know like what you have to do. So you can make a checklist for all the features, then give points to each of the application and decide, or you can go for hybrid approach where it will fit most of the businesses. Initially you can start with web application, then get into mobile application. If you will have one API layer in the middle, then that API can be accessed from your web application or mobile application, and you can get your business to the next level, right? So thanks a lot. I think this video can help you a lot. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification icon to get notification regarding any such kind of video I upload to my channel next. Thank you.